Hello, have a nice day. We left at stocks. In French, fond. Fond means the base. Stocks and broad. Broad is meat juice. So they are all given taste to everything, to the sauce, to the soups, gravy. We say in English gravy. You prepare with the bones from the veal and the beef. So previously we used to simmer the stock about 6 hours, 7 hours. But nowadays, since the feeding the cattle is changed, modernized, it's not so fatty, beef or lamb. So instead of 7 hours simmering, I'm not saying boiling because we don't boil. If you boil, the stock gets cloudy. So always simmer. So for instance, you got beef bones, you blanch them first. Blanch them means in the water or in the oven. Usually if you're going to make it brown stock, you blanch it in the oven, high heat, not too high heat, you shouldn't burn, 180 to 100. Blanching means, don't confuse it with the blanching in the water, it's blanching with the heat. The convectional oven is so easy, you don't put anything in it, no vegetables at all, on its own. So all the impurities goes on the oven, on the trays. About half an hour, 45 minutes, then take it out and empty the fat and residues in the pan to another can. You don't want to use it, so you're going to give it to somebody else. Then we add vegetables, onion, carrots. If you make it your brown stock, you add onions with skin on. Don't peel the carrots. Don't peel the turnips. Usually celery is best. For it give you a robust sauce. So once the vegetables getting softer, it gives all this juice, add the tomato paste. Or if you have any tomatoes squashed or anything like that, you keep it in the fridge, you add it as well. Def them mix herbs, you can add it as well. Thyme, laurier, rosemary, garlic cloves, the skin on, and you light brown it, okay? Then take it out and put it in a big casserole, add the water, cold water. Bring it to the boil and simmer. You always, in the professional kitchen, you had a big oven, a big table oven, and in the corner, left hand side is nice and not too hot. So let it simmer for a couple of hours, 3 hours, not 7 hours like I used to be. Okay. These stocks, they are going to give us derivative sauce. That's why you need that. Once the sauce is done, stock is done, you sieve it, take all the impurities. Some chefs, what left over, if it is nice meaty ones, they make another stock from the same vegetables. So once the stock is been cleared from all the impurities or garbage, not the real garbage, huh? And you start smearing again, and slowly the impurities again will come to the surface. Then you start skim it. There is another couple of version of clear the impurities. You add egg white. We call the egg wash professionally. Egg white with ice cube and whisk it. So let it simmer for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You will see how big your stock is. Then you will see all the impurities will come down. If anything is left on the surface, you sieve it, you take it out and skim it. These terms always we use like that: skim. Then you sieve it. You sieve it on a conical strainer. Then you add the little perforated cloth, if you want it. I mean, if it is not too cloudy, it doesn't need it. But the conical sieve it do the job. Then let it cool it outside a little bit. Then put it on your fridge. If you have in the big hotels, they have a large walking fridge, walking freezers, and with wooden blocks. You carry your container and let it cool down. And next days or a couple of days later, you can see the top sometimes is still solid with fat or thin layer of fat. Depends how the meaty the bones are rich. Then you take it out, and the stock is ready for users. You can make it with chicken bones, white stock with the chicken bones. You use your chicken for legs and breast for some use in the restaurant on the menu. My favorite, for example, chicken breast is good for grilling, is good for poaching, is good for sauteing, and of course it's tasteless. So you have to use it with adding some kind of cheese sauce on top of it once you grill or smoking or making on the stew or roasting. But a leg of chicken is ideal for cooking in the oven, stewing or braising with mushroom and vegetables. Of course, it takes longer hours. For example, what we do usually with the banquet, all depends. The breast, if the menu, banquet menu, for 100 people, 200 people, if you want breast costs more money. If they want chicken leg, and per person, of course, it does go with the sauce, hot, like a stew and ragu. Mine is tomato provençal. I mean, if you want Turkey, you will do the Mediterranean. You add some garlic, onion, tomato, concassé, herbs, of course, basil. And you need the potatoes and the vegetables, maybe. Okay. So stocks, clarifying with ice or egg wash or both. The chicken, if you make it with the chicken, is you get it white chicken. Don't forget the buccagarnis. Buccagarni, it is always parsley stock, thyme, definitely celery stock is to give extra aromatic. And you can make a veal bone stock as well. Fond de veau, blanc. Use that stock for the soup, especially, or chicken stock, chicken dishes, vegetable dishes. Of course, all the fond, it's clear. And once you add the roux, blanc roux or brown roux, you make it thicken it. If not, there is no body in it. So we did it last time. Usually for 1 liter, 1 liter or 1 kilo bone, you can add 2 liter water and about 50 gram or 100 gram vegetable stock. But usually, once the garde-manger making some vegetables preparation, what's left over you can add to the stock. Okay, but at home, this is how you make it. And the white bone stock, you blanch in the water. Yes, this blanching comes very often. Blanch in water veal bone or fish bone, or blanch vegetables to make al dente, okay, and blanch French fry. Blanch first means cook it in the oil first, fryer, keep it outside, then repeat again to make it brown when the order comes. Yes. Foam brown, brown stock of chicken is very precious as well. If you want to make a brown stock from chicken brown stock, so but the garde-manger, it takes the best part of the meat and you tell them keep the stock bones for me. But at home you can just take the bone of the carcass of the chicken or game. Pheasant, for example, pheasant, you can do it. Pheasant is a little bit heavy. In Turkey they have it, but they don't sell it. They don't sell game except a specialist shop, one in Istanbul, Balıkpazarı. I saw once pheasant there. I mean, I don't go every day, but I go there to buy quails. I love quails. But you make chicken bones same way. What you do, you put it in the oven first and brownish and take it out, bam, all the stock, water, buccagarnis. Of course, Elizabeth's vinegar goes there as well. In outside the Muslim world, they put wine always, white wine, red wine. So to the stocks, you add salt and pepper as well. Maybe towards the end, you do it to give it taste. But you don't need to simmer long time like a beef bones for beef stock. 3 hours, he said. Here, 1.5 hours, maximum 2 hours. Okay. You must be careful. Don't burn it. Don't burn the bones in the oven. Also, when you make a sautéing, because it gives a racy taste. Okay, then you can never remedy it. So von Brun de Veau, brown veal stock, it's the same one. Yine saute the bones, veal bones, and mirepoix vegetables. Mirepoix vegetables, well, mix all vegetables, yes. And tomato goes there. And instead of water, you add some brown stock from Brun de Veau. And you add the salt and pepper. Then to bring to the simmer, then skim about 2 hours maximum. Then you add the fond brown of veal. It is a different taste than the beef. Beef is heavy and it goes with heavy meat. If I want a goulash, for example, use that sauce. If you want turkey, you use chicken stock. Turkey with gravy, white gravy, brown gravy. You can make. There's so many recipes. Fond d'agneau. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't use agneau very often. Mutton, never. You roast it and you cook it, grill it. But if you want to make a lamb, for some reason, you eat exactly the same one. You blanch the water, blanch the bones on the cold water, because it's going to be white. So put in the cold water and bring to the boil. And once you bring to boil, you skim it. That's it. Then add your bouquet and parsley, boom, and you start to simmer, stock, skim, boom. You strain it again with the white cloth or muslin, we call it muslin, and season and ready. L'agneau, you can make stew as well. Some people like it, l'agneau, with carrot and little onion and green peas, things like that. It goes good. It's a white stock. Those to give taste. If you don't want to give taste, and if you add the water, it's tasteless. There is in Turkey also, we call it lezzet vericiler. It's a seasoning, and also mirepoix vegetables, very important. But nowadays is that turnips came as well, and carrot, turnips, leek, white of leek, and onion, of course. You don't put if it is white stock, you don't put dark skin, okay? You make, if you want to make a bechamel, you make your roux, white roux, and you add white stock, this vegetable stock, and delicious. Of course, nowadays, if you don't want, you don't say, I can't find this. Market is full of them. Right, we go like that. I'm going to talk to make a little bit attractive this lesson. There's a modernist cuisine. This is classic cuisine, and I'm going to give you some interesting recipes from the modern cuisine. Consommé, bone, brown, and vegetables cook, light brown stock, okay? There, skim it, clarify, and add some Madeira or vinegar, nice vinegar, aromatic vinegar, and consommé gourmet drink. It can be cold or hot. And it can be starter of the bunker with the consommé, cold or hot. Then starter, then main course. If you like, there's an entremet between them, and ainsi de suite. So always stock from the beef stock or veal stock. But I found one recipe with pistachio consommé. In Turkey, you got plenty pistachio, and it's exported to Europe everywhere. And pistachio consommé, you make, for example, you shell and the pistachio, and you saute it with a little sugar, and instead of olive oil, use grapeseed oil. It is the lighter. Plus water. For example, say 100 grams of pistachio, 15 grams sugar, grapeseed oil or light oil, vegetable oil, 10 grams, water about 300 grams. I give all this, look at it. And pistachio oil, they made it. In Turkey, probably in Antep, you might find pistachio oil. If not, these people, they must start manufacturing pistachio oil. In Persia, they have. A little bit of salt. And add the stock, vegetable stock, and you boil it maximum half an hour and taste it and see what it looks like. Pistachio consommé, it must be clear. There is also garlic consommé, because we got this ingredient in our country, or any country. Garlic consommé. Some people say, "Wow, I like it," but you drink onion. French onion soup is very popular, so they make it spring garlic consommé. Carrot, white onion, sliced thinly, unsalted butter, 80 gram, 25 gram, and duck meat ground. Duck meat ground. We have a duck. We got skin and the breast of duck, one duck, about 350 gram. You ground it. 200 gram water and black peppercorn. And what to do? Saute together onion, and combine with carrot and butter. We saute it, and you add the duck meat. Cook it in the pressure cooker. Make it soft. 1 bar, about 1 hour, and strain it. And add the water, cook it, blanch the garlic green part, then puree it, then add it, and mix it. And some places it makes it is a little darker, but called consommé, spring garlic consommé. Normally, consommé is a rich man starter. You add black truffle in it, and sometimes they put gold leaf in it for a rich consommé royal. Because the banquet has entree, cold entree, hot entree, then main course. Plat de résistance, they call it. It can be cut roast beef with truffle or with mori or foie gras. And between them, for example, if there is a 6 course, between them there is a sorbet comes. Trou Normand, we call it. Yes. This is just before the main course. If it is a game for roast beef stew, beef stew or something, or game. In the middle they give you sorbet. Again, sorbet, it's with lemon sorbet, it's good, it's okay, and not too sweet, middle, but it makes through in the stomach. So it open more space for the main course. So main course comes, then we have a cheese, selection of cheese. The guy comes so ready in the platter. Then dessert. Okay. So pistachio consommé, spring garlic consommé, but there is a duck inside. Of course, you can you try it instead of the duck. You can add some other game meat, or that you can make it maybe from the quail. It's better than duck. Duck you can't find very easily maybe. Okay, so we will go like that. We will continue next week with the fish stock, fond de poisson, courbouillon for poaching. You already know that. And we will go glace de viande, maybe we explain. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, take care. All the best. Bye bye.